Welcome back to Melodic Logic. In this episode, we're going to listen to and discuss Third Eye Blind's My Hit and Run from the 2003 album Out of Vein. Let's get started. I've always been a fan of Third Eye Blind, since their debut album in 1997, Third Eye Blind. There are some fantastic songs on that album. I wanted to specifically point this one out because the 2003 album, Out of Vein, is my second favorite album from them. And My Hit and Run is actually my favorite song off of this album. So, I won't go into too much detail. We'll talk as we go through, so let's check out My Hit and Run. Okay, I have to stop because I'm going to start trying to do this where I break it down per verse. And Stephan Jenkins is the main writer and singer, and I really enjoy his writing style because just through listening to the words, we know what's going on. This is a story. This is a ride that we've just hopped on, and we're going to see how this turns out. So I want to kind of talk about some of the lines, actually what we just heard, right? So it starts out with, feel the speed through the intersection. In sheets of rain, I seek out cars. Hands in love grip handlebars. Ride alone to the pub in the dark. I get a little wet, but I don't have to park. And the lights, they start flashing green and red as I ride. A car turns left, and I slide. I can't turn back. I make contact. Blinkers smash into mosaic. A lot of songwriters, I feel like, don't have the ability to write that well. It's so well thought out, and it's so well poignant, and I love that word when it comes to music and writing because it is. There aren't a lot of bands who would use the phrase blinkers smash into a mosaic. But when we think about it, you know exactly what that would look like. There's this, from a story perspective, we've got this guy riding at night on a motorcycle. It's raining, and a car turns left in front of him. The car doesn't stop. He makes contact. He hits. And now we've got plastic, red, green, yellow, white, for all the colors that come from plastic on the car in the air. So now we're just seeing this mosaic of colors around us. I think that's extremely impressive to use something like that. All right. So, blinkers smash into a mosaic, and I start flying. And this is where we're going to pick up, because I got more to say after this. So I love a lot of lyrics, don't I? No. The words that are chosen in this phrase not only is immediately applicable to the song, but if you think about it, even if you didn't know what all these words were about, even if you didn't know that this song was about a motorcycle crash, but if you're listening to it, you're just kind of bobbing your head your first time listening, and you hear, and don't we always wish we had more time? You're like, okay, so that resonates, which is true. We're thinking about this. This person's been in a car accident. We're in the middle of the air, and it's your face who comes to mind. So this is a point in time where we're possibly escaping death, and our life is flashing before our eyes. and the only thing that you see is this person's face. That's amazing. And the other part is that, it says, and I wish we had more time. That can be applicable to so many things in life, right? We tend to procrastinate, and we don't always say the things we should say. We don't always compliment the people we should compliment. We don't always give thanks to those who deserve it, because in our minds, we always get more time. But in some cases like this, that might not be the case. In any case, I think it's so well written the way that the words are put together to just create and continue to move along the story. So let's pick up where we just left off. So we'd come back down. Reflecting on memories. All right, before we get back into the chorus, we start out with, I'm thrust slow-mo through time and space. Details smash and protect my face. And then I see yours and go to a time when we just knew. So again, near-life experience, reflecting on the relationship that he's in or has just recently ended. And he just goes to a time in memory that's bringing him back in his consciousness. And then we know that we're in slow-mo because he says we're in slow-mo. And he looks down as he's flying over the car at Mr. Death in the car below. It doesn't even slow. And away he goes. So we're experiencing this car crash and this person flying over the hood. And in slow-mo, they're looking down at Mr. Death in the car below, and they don't care. They just keep going, keep trucking along. No big deal. You're like, what? No, how? What? And in the majesty of a motor crash, you skid into my darkness forming. Sex and death, heartbreak and strife. Well, they give no warning. And that's so true. These are 4 key words in life that they will strike with no warning. So he's not only thinking about this car crash and experience that he's in right now, but he's also thinking about the relationship and everything that he's been through and what's going through. And as a listener, you're like, I can relate to that. Something happened to me yesterday and I had no idea that was going to come, and how am I going to handle it? There was no warning it was coming. So now it's like, how am I going to deal with this? Am I going to die over it? Or am I going to try to live and come out a stronger person? That's what I get. All right, so we just ended with that. Well, they give no warning. I know, I'm sorry, and I'll go back. During the chorus, I love that we've got this second set of guitar notes pinging in between each one, and they kind of trickle down. And if you're a songwriter or a band, these are things that you need to take into account when you're writing a song. I know it's difficult to write a song. I know it's difficult to put and create music. But if you step away and come back to it, you'll be like, this would sound great if we put this note here, or we added this here, because it can make listeners know if a lot has gone into a song or not. And if you didn't take the time to create something magnificent, your listeners aren't going to think that it's magnificent. Third Eye Blind, most of the bands I listen to, do that. So I'll go back because I like the way this is done. All right, before it kicks in, real quick. During the chorus, most everything is the same, but he changes the third line. So in this particular one, he states, after always think we got more time and it's you who comes to mind, in the red lights and cathedrals, there's a sign. Don't we always wish we had more time? So again, we're reflecting on this experience in this moment that we're going through in this car crash, and we're seeing red lights and cathedrals. And is that a sign? Is that a sign that I'm going to live? Am I going to make it? And if we go back, so in the first one, it says, always think we got more time, maybe living, maybe dying. In this motor crash, it's you who comes to mind. So I'd already mentioned that, but my point is he will change the second and third sentences on those during the chorus. All right, let's pick up where we left off. Just after, don't we always wish we had more time? So it's going to drop down. We're going to change tempo and a little bit of the direction.
Wish we had more time.
That's a good hook. Perfect lead back in. All right, before we dip back down, just to kind of recap, I love just the way that broke down in the hook, and then we come back up. We've got all the guitars and this great melody flying around us. With this one, it says, always think we got more time, with someone on your mind. In the shattered glass reflections, there's a sign. Right? So, as again, we are picturing this the person flying through the air. We've got a mosaic of colors. We've got plastics. We've got glass. We're seeing red in cathedrals. We're really wondering, am I going to make it? What is this sign? I wish I had more time, because it's always this person who's coming back to his mind. And that it's a great way to pull this story together and to continue it going. I just love that. All right, so let's pick up where we were. Back down to our main section. That guitar. Dun, 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 dun. It's such a gorgeous melody. Hits in the right places. All right, before we go into that, I got to back up because I love this next part coming up, and I'm going to forget what I wanted to say when we talk about it. So, I just love all of the guitar parts that they put in there and the way that they filled out this music. And again, if you're a band, pay attention to this kind of stuff. You got to fill it out, and it's got to be purposeful. You can't just put notes in there just because you think they sound good. What's the meaning behind the note? What's the meaning behind those notes? We're going down in this particular rhythm. This song would be completely different if the notes went up. So you got to think about what is the pattern that we're trying to project in an emotional perspective as we're putting this music together. It's extremely key. So, starts out with, I come down hard and roll to my feet, and rain washes blood now off concrete. People turn away, and I just had to laugh, 'cause I'm still flying. Maybe living, maybe dying. So, you know that he's hurt. We now know that he's possibly not dead, but again, lyrically, this whole song has taken us on a great visual journey if we pay attention to the words. So we know that he's landed. He's rolling. He's looking around like, is anybody going to help me? And no. People just turn away, and all he had to do was laugh, because this probably isn't the first time that's ever happened. And it says, we always think we have more time flying through the air, someone on your mind. This time it changes to, and this motorcycle crash, it's a sign. 'Cause you were there, and I wish we had more time. So now we're gonna change again, which I really like.
I wish we had more time.
I love this part.
You were there, Mr. Death, never what you've done. 'Cause I got to walk away from my human. You were the face to reason I'm so empty now. You were there, so you, am I hit and run? Am I hit and run?
I love that. It's like, it's put together so well. I got to go back and discuss the lyrics real quick. Okay. So we start out with, thank you, Mr. Death, for what he's done. I got to walk away from my hit and run. Mysteries are not so empty now as they seemed, 'cause I saw you at my hit and run. That's impressive, right? I mean, don't you think so? We've been taken on this entire journey. He's hit a car. He's landed. We know he's not dead yet. And they're actually thankful for Mr. Death for what they've done, because he got to walk away from his hit and run. Mysteries are not so empty now as they seem. Again, a lot of artists don't put that much time and thought in composing lyrics. But that's such a confounding statement. We know exactly what he's getting to. We know what he's trying to say. It's the fact that I've just had a near-death experience. I'm glad I had it. I'm glad I'm able to walk away because I've learned. I've changed. I could be a better person, or I'm able to accept what's coming to me or what's currently happening right now. They have a new chance at life, which is such a gorgeous way to put in music. I mean, a lot of songs, of course, have meaning, but I feel like that there is so much in this song that it makes it a brilliant song. Again, you layer Stephan's lyrics, you layer those guitars and the music and the builds and the way that everything comes together. It's just magnificent. Not only that, it's got such a great beat and a hook, you can't help but, even though it's a sad song, you can't really help but nod your head, or at least I can't, because it's fantastic. What do you think? Do you agree with me? Have you heard this song before? Have you ever listened to Third Eye Blind? You probably have. 1997, Semi-Charmed Life. Everybody heard that. It went platinum. I mean, they've been around for a long time, and their albums, they all have great songs in them. I love this. My Hit and Run. I love Crystal Baller. Faster. I mean, I love actually most of the songs off this album, but this one's my favorite. I could put it on over and over and over because I just love the way that I feel when I'm listening to it. And I like that it's able to give me that feeling. And everything's packaged so well in such a phenomenal delivery. We got great lyrics. And then I've got this always got more time repeating in my head. So it's applicable to my life and the situations I'm in. So maybe if things aren't going great for me that day, I can listen to this song and be like, okay, well, it could be worse. Or it'll help me reflect on the feelings I'm feeling and the thoughts that I'm thinking. Be like, just take a breath. It'll all work out. What do you think? Do you agree with me? I hope so. I'm always interested in what everyone has to say, so please chat in the community, post in the comments. If there's another band or song you want to listen to, please let me know, because I am always looking for something that is able to move me, or at least move you. Let's talk about some songs that you like, and that move you and why, and we can go down that road. I'd really like that. Thank you very much for your time. I hope that you found this enjoyable and entertaining, and I'll talk to you next time. Thank you very much for listening to Melodic Logic. Take care.